It's great to be the mayor of Friendswood. I love being the mayor of the city. I've loved it. 8 years. I got, I'm term limited, which I think is a good thing to have a charter that says you can only serve so long. And I have about 15 months left in my term. I'm not counting, but I just happen to look at a calendar. So I get to do this one more time next year. Poke fun at some other friends of mine, but that'll be fun. And frankly, the state of the city is great. And before I continue, I need to maybe quickly introduce the head table here. First of all, my wife, Lori, First Lady of Friendswood, is sitting up here. Yeah, really, 47 years with me, so you probably should have applauded louder than that, but that's okay. David Lorenz is here, of course. We all know David. My sister is here. My sister from Stowe, Ohio. Kate, stand up for a second so they know who. She got all the looks and the athletic ability, and I got the height, apparently. But with her significant other is Dr. Jeff Hanna, traveling. We're going to the rodeo tonight, so I said, you guys got to come to town. We're going to take you to the rodeo. They're from Ohio, so what's rodeo? And then over here on this side, Dr. Greg Monin, his lovely wife Kim are here, and Chief, yes, please, thanks. That was Cindy Butcher, And then Chief Stan Kozlowski and his wife Kay are up here at this table too. So please, yes, thank you. All right, I serve with 6 other volunteers on City Council. Great team. Couldn't do it without the rest of these people. Couldn't do it without city staff and all the volunteers that are in this room too, but I'll mention you all as I go through here. But I was counting up the years, 41 years almost of service on City Council amongst the 7 of us up here. So, we've been around a while now, and it's years are, Trish is nodding her head. Yes, years are zipping past, but I love serving with all of them. Here's our City Council vision statement. You see words like public service, vibrant economic climate, emergency ops, fiscal responsibility, all those things that we talk about all the time, and we try to make sure that we're focusing on good stewardship of your tax dollars and good leadership for our city. So, am I pushing the button? I think I am. Oh, yes, I did. Okay, we have an election this year. Every year we have 2 or 3 of us on City Council are up for re-election, and we do on May 2nd. I know they haven't even taken the signs down from the primary. Thank you, Greg, for not putting any signs up. But we got a lot of signs still out there. They're coming down, and new signs will, I'm sure, be going up soon. Early voting starts April 20th. I just happen to have some pictures of some people. Yes, for position 2, Sally Branson is running, and she has an opponent, Shauna Talton. And then for position 5, Joe Matranga, and she has an opponent, Randy Hale. So please come out and vote. Volunteers, we all know there's a lot of volunteers here in the audience. We're glad that you guys come out. Volunteerism is woven into the fabric of Friendswood. We all know that. This town was built on volunteerism. We couldn't do it without all the volunteers. There's probably about 150 residents that are volunteering on these 10 different boards, committees, corporations, commissions, and that's a lot of what makes Friendswood great. So thank you all. And just happen to have a weapon here. I have a laser pointer. I'm pointing my laser at this screen up here. Back in the back, that's KFB. Do you see Todd Mendenhall back in the back there, hiding? Anyway, I'm not going to try to mention all the names because I always get in trouble. Every time I do that, I show off. I know, 98 of 100 names, and then the 2 people that I didn't mention will say, hey, what about me? So I'm not going to do that, but I did want to point out Todd in the back. And then this is our Friendswood Downtown Economic Development Corporation members with the cool sunglasses. And then at the bottom is our 4th of July Steering Committee. I guess the Scarpas didn't get the memo on the red shirt, but I see you guys back there. But that's okay. We're proud of all of our volunteers. It's great to be in such a community that is really a lot of volunteer help. Makes this city great. A new program, we just started it last year, 2025. We have Friendswood Academy now, and people sign up to be part of this class. It goes on for weeks and weeks. I think they meet once a week for about 8 weeks or something like that. Where Cece, just give me a thumbs up, Cece. I'll just go with it. Thank you. And we've graduated a class, 2025, and we got a class enrolled right now. We just talked to them last week, and 2026 class, another about 11 or 12 people in a class. And these people are making an investment in the city, and we're making an investment in them. This class teaches them all about how the city runs, and all the different departments get to come in and chat with them and tell them what goes on in the city. So that is a great thing. I'm glad we're doing that. I want to make an announcement about Small Business Week coming up. Mark your calendar, April 27th, that week. It's going to be Small Business Week. Ryan Walsh from the Houston Sports Authority is going to come and be the keynote speaker, and he's got a pretty cool message, because I don't know if you know about this soccer tournament that's coming to Houston, but FIFA is coming, and the United States, Mexico, and Canada are hosting, but Houston is a town with a lot of games, 6 or 7 games, I think, throughout June and July, and so he's going to come and talk about probably the economic impact. You know, having FIFA here for this many games is like the economic impact of about 7 Super Bowls. It's about $1.2 billion economic impact to this Houston region. So it is big. And so a lot of people are going to be here, and I think Lori and I are going out of town. But we definitely will be here for Business Week, because I love that. You'll get to network with a lot of other business leaders if you come out to this and grow your business and meet like-minded people, other leaders. So please come out to that. We want you all to stay informed. This is a mantra that we've been spouting for a couple years now, because not everybody, believe it or not, in the city is registered to get notifications when things like the water main has to be turned off. One of my neighbors called me because last week we turned off the water main feeding our subdivision. And she said, hey, I was just about to get in the shower. Why didn't you give us notification you were going to turn off the water? It's like, well, there's a major water leak down there, and those leaks don't give us any notification, so we just have to turn off the water so it doesn't, go into the sewer. But anyway, get on the notification. I think there's a QR code maybe on your table. Yeah, there is. I see it. If you don't know what a QR code, look for somebody younger, and they can. Glenda can definitely help you. Glenda has a T-shirt for anybody over there that signs up. Am I right? So sign up, get on the notification list, and find out what's going on in the city. It's great for emergency notifications too, because when something happens that you need to really know about, you'll get notifications for that too. So near and dear to all our hearts, drainage projects. I have a slide coming up here, and some of you remember in 2019 we went out for some bonds, and voters approved $41 million worth of bond money for us to spend on drainage projects. And over these past, however many, 6-7 years, we've leveraged that $40 million into $120 million worth of work, because we've been really good. Our city staff is tremendous at this, finding partners to go in on, and I'll mention Dr. Bonin here in a minute, but the state, Dr. Bonin helping us out by getting us on the budget for some projects here, and it's been great. So I do have a slide for that here in a minute, but specifically here's one of the projects that we're working on right now, Friendswood Regional Stormwater Detention Basin. That's going to be about 730 acre feet of detention. If you don't know what an acre foot is, you can talk to Murad. He will explain what an acre foot is, but that's a lot of water, 730 acres, a foot deep, basically, if you want to simplify it. That's a lot of water that is not going to go down the creek into people's homes, because this project's right up there at the north end of town, right as the water comes in from Pearland. That detention basin is right there, so that'll be a good place for it to go. That's a $32 million project, and our share in Friendswood is about $8 million. So that just goes to show all these partners here listed on the screen Harris County Flood Control, City of Friendswood, the county, Consolidated Drainage District. They're all big partners in this, and so we're lucky to have partners to do these projects with. Another project over here by the city center on the Harris County side is the Whitcomb Terracing. So a lot of that property that's, I can just refer to it as the big dirt pile that used to be there. It used to be Mount Friendswood over there. It's been moved around now, so we don't have now the big dirt pile is up on Banfield's property up there by Bristol. But we just took possession, the city did, of this property, the green space that is going to be some terracing, which is inline detention on the creek there. And we're going to spend a lot of money on that, but $4.8 million worth of city bonds going into that project, and $10 million that we can give Greg Bonin credit for, because from the Texas Water Development Board, we're getting $10 million for this project. It actually tied to the stormwater detention basin also, but that $10 million, that's a lot of help, Greg. I appreciate that. And that's not the only $10 million that he's sending here. Yes. We're doing a comprehensive master drainage plan. This is to identify and prioritize projects to reduce flooding, city bonds, money, and grant from Texas Department of Emergency Management. Thanks, Murad. I was going to get there. So that's great. If you see the red on this screen, that is the floodway, and if you see the light blue, that's the 100-year floodplain. So we have a lot of, obviously, area in town that's susceptible to flooding, and we need to do as much as we can for that. So this will be a great study to figure out where we need to really center our projects. This is what I alluded to earlier. This is a summary of where the bond money went, $41 million, and how much these total projects were, $120 million. So that's that's good. I think it's very critical, and city staff is very good at gaining partnerships for all these projects. They do a magnificent job. Oh, wait a minute. Did we jump ahead? Is that supposed to be there? Other city projects. I had this slide. Clayton, is that? Okay. Give me a thumbs. I thought I did something wrong. So other city projects, other things going on, not just drainage, but Blackhawk Boulevard phases 2B and 2C. 2B is done, and we're working on 2C right now. This is a $9.6 million project. We've been lucky that Precinct 2 in Harris County has partnered with us on this project, so we're sharing the cost there. And street sales tax is doing a lot of it for us. I don't know if you all know, we pull in, we take 3/8 of a cent of our sales tax and put that towards street maintenance and repair. And now that 3/8 of a cent, on every penny that goes towards sales tax, 3/8 of a cent goes to the street repair, and that's up to $2.4 million. 3/8 of a penny right now in sales tax in Friendswood. It's a lot of money, $2.4 million a year. So we do have money to spend to fix our streets, and obviously Blackhawk's one that has needed repair for a while. So that's a great project. Here's another one that some people have been up close and personal with. If it's come down your street, this is a new 24-inch Clear Creek water line crossing, a new water main, 24 inches in diameter. That's a lot of water flowing. And it comes from Blackhawk across the creek to 518 to Friendswood Drive, and then goes into smaller pipes and goes to your houses. So that was a $5 million project. That's Independence Drive right there. I hope it doesn't still look like that. I hope it doesn't. Good. So yeah, we're pretty much done with that project too. The pipes in the ground, we're just testing it out right now. So that's $5 million, and that money came from ARPA. You know what ARPA, American Rescue Plan Act, which was COVID money. So $5 million of the money that the city got when federal government was handing out money during COVID, we put towards this project, which was much needed water line. Surface water plant number 1. How many water plants we have? About 7? 7 water plants across the city that we store water and helps the pressure in our lines, and it's ready for you. We fill them up at night, when you're not using it, and then for the next day they're being depleted, but that's how the water system kind of works, to my aerospace engineering mind. I'm not a civil engineer like Murad. Thankfully, we got a good engineer there heading the city. But this was a tank that needed to be repaired. That's another $5 million investment right there from ARPA funds also. And up at the top, that is City Center. This is Calvary Church over here. That's the City Center project over there, so just to situate you a little bit. We're doing some roadway projects. Can I get an amen on that? We need some roadway projects going on, but one of the things we got a grant for is to do a study to find out where the best biking and pedestrian walkways are needed, parks and things like that. So $250,000 from HGAC for that. Friendswood Parkway corridor study, where is that road exactly going to go when we connect from Friendswood Parkway at 528 to Pearland Parkway, or at least get it to 2351 inside the city. And that's another study that HGAC gave us a $250,000 grant for, and that's study's completed. We're just waiting on the results now. And then the picture here is the 518, 528 intersection, which we all need some improvements because left turn lanes, and we're going to put dual left turn lanes going in all 4 directions there. That will help move traffic along. And oh, by the way, Daryl, you're nodding your head. One of your cars is parked in my spot out there. That's all right. Don't worry about it. 518 intersection improvements. We're also looking at some other intersections that need to be improved that we'll get to eventually, mostly 528 and Sunset, 528 and Winding Way. So those are important projects too, and we know it. Public safety, very important to us. Got a couple of lines on this chart here. Just want to show you, this is our crime rate, this one that's coming down constantly, and this is our population, the one that's going up. So in the last about 10 years, our population has gone up about 10%, and our crime rate has gone down about 35%. Thank you. Yeah, that's important. So Chief Rogers, everybody from PD, will you guys stand up real quick just to know these are the guys making it happen. Yeah. Thank you. And I always got to rib my predecessor, Mayor Kevin Holland. Don't sit down yet. You can stand up because you might. This is where I took over as mayor, right there. But I know, Kevin, hey, competing priorities, and anyway. That is a great mayor. I sat next to him for 2 years as a city council member. I learned everything from him. And if you think my council meetings are pretty fast, you should have sat next to him because they were faster. You get to the agenda number and call for a vote, and that was about it. Oh, hey. This is, we have drones as first responders. This is a drone right there, if you see that racing across your screen. This video is from another drone. We have about 12 drones, I think. Don't correct me, it's probably an old number, but this is a little what air combat maneuvering looks like. If you're winning, you're the guy behind, and anyway, I know. You get it. Okay, thank you. So we have those drones stationed around the city. We have 4 locations where we can launch a drone, and the key to these things is that they can get to a scene quicker than a police vehicle can usually, because we have drone pilots are ready at PD where they operate from, and they launch from both the police department, public service building, city hall, water plant 7, and Deepwood, over there, Deepwood. So we have drones staged right now, ready to go, and get out to a scene and get eyes on real quick. So that helps with our crime rate too. We can get those things out there and see what's going on fast. City accolades. This is most of my talk because we get a lot of accolades. It's a good thing. This is the Friendswood Library. They just received their Achievement of Excellence Award. Only 100 out of 545 libraries in the state of Texas got this award, and so we're in the top 20%. So our library is doing fantastic. I'm always amazed the number of programs they do at the library. We were just at a classical guitarist concert the other night. It's just eye-watering how much programming goes through there. So library staff, are you guys here? Stand up. Steve, I see you. Thank you. Great job. Great job. Things like ZakiCon, which is for all you anime fans out there. We got a high school graduation program. We've put 3 people through that program last year to get their high school graduation certificate through the library. We have a gala, library gala coming up in September 26th. So please come out and support the gala, support the library. Emergency Services, they won another 9th consecutive year winning this award from American Heart Association, the Gold Award. And our own Stacy Cohn was identified as or recognized as a Stars for Life. She's one of our EMS captains. Is she here? She might be out on a call. Oh, Stacy. Stand up. The rest of the EMS, all of you guys, stand up. Everybody from Emergency Services, stand up. How about that? Where is Brian Mansfield? Are you here? Okay, you should have stood up too. Brian, Emergency Services, all you guys, fire, EMS, all stand up. Come on. Hey, Chief. Good to see you. Great job. We really appreciate all the support that you guys, I just saw Murad was sharing with us a little bit of a news about how quickly your response time is, and that's really impressive. Thanks, Chief Camp. Appreciate you. Now, accounting department, these, this is amazing. They're really incredible, but the fact that they just won their 23rd consecutive budget award, and recently their 36th consecutive certificate of achievement in financial reporting, is very incredible. So how about administrative services? Yeah, all of you. Jeff, I heard your name called a little earlier. I don't know what you won, but I'm assuming you're going to share that. Yeah. Okay, it's a blanket. Okay, you can have that. Okay. Great job, everybody. That includes the budget team and the accounting staff. Administrative services is just killing it. Other cities are probably going, what is Friendswood doing, winning the award every single year? But oh, and by the way, Karen Engel is here from CCISD. I just saw you nodding. Karen, the superintendent of CCISD is here. Why don't you stand up, because you weren't recognized before. I didn't see Thad here. I feel like I should give him equal time. He's not here. You checked. Okay, good. City Secretary's office. You guys stand now too, please. Come on. Raquel, Letty. They got this award of excellence for Texas Municipal Clerk's Office. So we call our city secretary. A lot of cities call him city clerk, but you're doing a fantastic job, Raquel, and your team is amazing. So thank you. And more accolades from USA Today and Houston Chronicle. So this is a great place to live and a great place to work. Houston Chronicle, I think this is our 3rd year getting their award for one of the top workplaces. And USA Today recognized this as a top workplace as well. And so in an area where there are a lot of employers and a only so many really good employees. It is great to be in a place where people want to work, because when we have an opening, it doesn't take long to get about 100 applications for one employee opening here in the city. So over to our some of our other awardees here. This is one of our great Keep Friendswood Beautiful committee. And remember how I pointed out Todd Mendenhall in that one picture? There's Todd in the back again, right there. Gold Star affiliate for Keep Texas Beautiful. And great stuff out there. You know, everybody's seen these utility boxes that have been painted, and they look tremendous. And I think these guys are standing on the back of the tree giveaway truck. Is that where you are, Joe? Giving away free trees. I was out of town. I would have taken advantage of that. Friendswood Downtown Economic Development Corporation, another great organization there. Oh, and by the way, going back, I didn't have Keep Friendswood Beautiful people stand. Will you stand up, please? Where's Keep Friendswood? Paula, Bennett, Sean, and Kay, thank you all. Appreciate that. And now, Rebecca from Friendswood Downtown Economic Development Corporation. Where are you? Stand up. Stand up, Rebecca. Who else is here? I think Bubba. Bubba's back there. Oh, and Ron Cox. Sorry, Ron, I didn't see you there. So they're responsible for who? Scott. Oh, Scott. I'm sorry. You guys are everywhere. They're the ones responsible for this great Christmas tree that we have now, 40-foot tall Christmas tree. And the sun is shining brightly in wintertime here, so they got their shades on. And some other Christmas decorations that they purchased. They recommend to the city council what we should spend that eighth of a cent that comes in for economic development of our downtown district. So great recommendations, and we appreciate all the things that they're doing, finding to spend that money on. That's, I think Murad and I were talking about, that's about $800,000 a year that comes in, 1/8 of a penny. You know, it amounts to $800,000 in the year, so it's a good place to spend it. Friendswood's future. Kids Council for a Day. This is the one good idea I've had in my entire 8 years. You know, and back in 2018, we decided, hey, let's do something weird and bring second graders in to take over city council for an evening. And it usually takes them about 10 or 15 minutes to go through there. But they replace all of us. They replace mayor, city council members, city attorney, city manager, city secretary. They have kids up there, and they take our place. And, you know, they do a fantastic job. They read from a script, you know, and then they end up passing a resolution that declares that day their schools. And don't I have a picture of you, Karen, over here? Where are you? Oh, you're over here, right? There you are. There's Karen Engel. And that's the kids from Wedgwood over in CCISD. It was kind of awkward because we were meeting in the Friendswood ISD school board room when Wedgwood came over. But, you know, you took it in stride. You're fine, right? They don't care. You don't care. The kids don't care. Yeah, we were giving them cookies, so it was fine. So that's a great event. I hope it continues, you know, after I'm not the mayor anymore. But I get these kids, you know, we give them a script, and they read from a script, and I say, if I could just get my council members to read from a script that I give them, that would... We'd have it suitcased. And oh, by the way, I did some quick math this morning, and I figured out that the other night, Monday night, we had, let's see, I think Monday night was top right there, the kids from Westwood, thank you. And that was our 25th time doing this. So over the 8 years, we had 25 times we've given counsel over to the second graders. And you see, they were missing a second grader. So the mayor's sister was with them, and we kind of recruited her. Is that her? I'm sorry. Is that her right there? So the mayor's name Monday night was, see if I wrote it down. Blake Harris. Yeah, thank you. And his sister, Maddie, sixth grader. So we roped her into sitting in for the second grader that couldn't make it. So she's the one that's about as tall as Sally right down there. So that's a sixth grader, yeah. Another program that we do is Mayor for a Day. This is my hardest day as mayor. I mean, it's the longest day, I should say. It's not hard, but I start at 8 o'clock when we have a mayor for the day, and again, city secretary, staff, they take care of all the stuff that we're going to do, the agenda, and we go all around the city seeing different things. And I get there at 8 o'clock to meet this child usually, and we go till after lunch. I don't usually work that hard, so I'm retired. But it's a fun time, and love having the kids come up and participate. Teen Leadership Program, this is a new program also where these are all FHS, Friendswood High School students, but we're branching out. We're going to get some more of the regional high schoolers to come into this program. And it educates these students on conservation, recycling, and service, builds leadership and civic responsibility, and Parks and Friendswood High School kind of work together on that. Great program. All right, Breakfast with the Chief. That's another item that you can win if you bid high enough on some of these auctions with Education Foundation or Library. And these kids got to have breakfast with the chief. He took them to breakfast, then he loaded them up into this vehicle and took them to jail. But I already had you guys stand up. I won't make you stand up again, Chief. But this is one of our cool vehicles. This is an armored vehicle that we got from Pearland, I think. So one of our kind of nifty pieces of equipment out there that we can utilize if necessary. Community development. So we're in the middle of updating our comprehensive plan. That's some work that we need some outside help with, and so we got a $250,000 grant. Are you keeping track of this? All these grants that we're getting, all this people helping us out. So the General Land Office gave us $250,000 to work on this, and what a comprehensive plan is. It's a long-range strategic document, helps us have a blueprint for future development and growth, and we take resident input. So if you want to get help with this QR code, you can answer a survey and tell us what you want. So that's another one. I think that's probably big enough to scan from the back of the room. So you want me to hold it there for a second? Nah, see that one. I told you people want to live here, so we're doing a lot of residential development. Friendswood's a great city. I'm glad that I live here. This is one of the developments currently going on. This is the Bristol. I referred to them as the big dirt pile currently in Friendswood, and they're up there on North Friendswood Drive, almost to Pearland, doing a new senior living facility there. 232 units, 55 and over, and with some commercial space also on that property. So there'll be places for these residents to go get their hair done and probably some other things, maybe a restaurant. I don't know. I'll have to ask about that, but that'd be good. We can always use more restaurants here. Friendswood Trails. This is a project that's been going on a while. I was on city council. Remember this, Kevin? 2016, we approved the planned unit development out there near Sun Meadow, and they're still building. They're still building properties out there. So D.R. Horton, I know 10 years ago they've been building homes, but it's only one builder, and they're taking it kind of slow out there, but that's good. There's about 182 lots remaining out there, and that was my first experience with people with pitchforks and torches coming into city council, because some of these projects, 95% of people welcome about every project, but the 5% that live really close to a project sometimes come and they want to tell us their opinions, and we listen pretty well, I think, but the project's going in, so. Sorry, I should watch what I say. Avalon, it's another development out there going in right now. They have 303 lots under construction, some completed homes, but 303 lots, and they're all ongoing in some manner. They're either completed or in work. So, were you expecting something different, David?
Commenting on your listening skills.
Listening skills, okay. Georgetown, another development that's coming on. We just have really started with this. It actually began in 2014, but it's kind of slow getting going, and now they're getting ready to start really being serious out there. And they got about 312 lots in Friendswood, and if you notice, it extends across our line. Some homes in Alvin are going to be in part of that development too. So that's going on out there, the south side of town, obviously abutting Alvin. Commercial development, a lot of commercial development going on too. Commercial development is great because, any way we can expand our tax base, put more of the property tax on commercial builders, buildings, it takes property taxes off the rooftops, our homes. We don't have to pay as much when we can spread that all out and have a lot of commercial development here in town. So we love these guys coming in. This is Thomas Manor out there. Thomas Trace, Dr. Thomas, he's got some memory care and some senior living facilities out there that he's putting in, and they're going great. Here's one we were really proud to hang on to, Castle Bioscience. They currently reside in about 2 floors of 505 South Friendswood Drive, the Memorial Methodist, the Methodist building. Yeah, one of those. And they were busting at the seams over there. They needed more space, so we were able to entice them to stay in Friendswood. So they just finished this first building on the property out there near the Parkway and 528. So I know Derek said he was probably going to build this up to about 600 employees eventually. I think they got over 100 now, but this is just the first of 4 buildings going on that property out there. So not all will be Castle Bioscience. Some will be other things, but they're blowing and going out there too. That's great. This is Sterling Falls wedding venue over there on Friendswood Drive, the south side, where they are building a wedding venue. So that is in work right now, and looking forward to seeing that coming online and opening in the near future, 2026 sometime. Here's our city center, the previous location of the biggest dirt pile in Friendswood, and now a lot of stuff is going in. They've moved the dirt around, and they're starting to break ground on the pad sites that are up closest to 528, the strip centers that will include more restaurants and a lot of things that we're looking forward to: commercial, retail, hotel, restaurants, entertainment, recreation, open space, multifamily. That's a $750 million development, if you don't recall. I probably mentioned this last year. So that is bringing a lot of commercial property taxpayers into the fold. So that'll be good. We're looking forward to seeing some of those buildings opening, maybe even before my next talk to you guys next year. This is Garage Ultimate out there on 2351, where if you don't have enough room to work on your car at your house, you can rent one of them, rent or buy, I don't know, get one of those units out there. They're just about to break ground on building number 5. I know there's only 3 buildings there, but building number 4, higher math, is coming later. So I didn't number them, I just read. And this is amazing to me that I know we have a lot of astronauts living in town. I'm really proud of the fact that a lot of astronauts now, when they get selected by NASA, they come and find Friendswood. A lot of it is because of the great schools that we have here, but I like to think that some of it is, that we got a pretty good city here too. But we have one currently resident that's up in space right now, Jack Hathaway, and his wife Amy is right here with us. So let me see if I can get this video to play.
Hello, Friendswood. My name is Jack Hathaway, and I am a NASA astronaut and Expedition 74 flight engineer on board the International Space Station. I'm a little far from home while on board the space station. We're traveling about 17,500 miles per hour, 260 statute miles above the Earth. Our crew will be calling this home for the next several months, and during that time, we will have the chance to contribute to hundreds of scientific investigations, technology demonstrations, and Earth observations. The view of Earth is truly spectacular from up here, but my favorite view is when our orbit takes us over home. My home here on the orbiting laboratory is pretty cool, but my real home is with my family in Friendswood, Texas. It's an honor for me and my family to be part of this community with all of you. Thank you for your support and for giving me a moment to say hello to all my neighbors back home. Just like in space, successful missions on Earth require a great crew. The people of Friendswood, the volunteers, the teachers, the business owners, and the neighbors are that crew. Home is a place where we dream big and support one another. So, to my fellow Friendswoodians, thank you for making our community a welcoming and vibrant place to live. I look forward to seeing you when I get home. For now, give us a wave when we fly overhead, and we'll keep delivering our best efforts from this amazing orbital laboratory. Take good care of each other, and I'll see you soon.
Jack is another Naval Academy graduate astronaut. You know, I can't not say that I'm very proud of being a Naval Academy graduate, the school that's had more astronauts than any other school in this country. 55, by the way, if you're counting. Second place is Air Force Academy with 41. So we are well out and ahead. And so, you know, Navy does well. And thank you for being here, Amy. I appreciate it. And anything you need, let us know. So I started this program also, Friendswood Legends, when I first did my first State of the City. And there's no money with this. There's no statue. There's just me announcing people that I consider Friendswood Legends. And I'm just proud to do it. I've done 18 Friendswood Legends in the first 7 years I've done this. So today I'm going to announce number 19 and number 20. And if you just look around at the head table, you might be able to pick up on who I'm going to talk about. First one is Dr. Greg Bonin. Representative Dr. Greg Bonin from Friendswood is chair of the House Appropriations Committee and is currently serving his 7th term as state representative for House District 24. Prior to serving as chair of the House Appropriations Committee, he served as chair of the Appropriations Subcommittee on Higher and Public Education and as a member of the Insurance Committee. He's also previously served on the Energy Resources Committee, Appropriations Subcommittee on Health and Human Services, Appropriations Subcommittee on General Government, the Judiciary and Criminal Justice, Joint Interim Committee on Coastal Barrier Systems, Texas Windstorm Insurance Association, Funding Structure Oversight Board. We have a little conversation about that after. Interim Committee on Border Security and Interim Committee on Mental Health. Representative Bonin has been named a courageous conservative by the Texas Conservative Coalition, Guardian of Small Business by the National Federation of Independent Business, Texas Value, Faith and Family Champion, and pro-life hero. Dr. Bonin is a practicing neurosurgeon and serves as the chairman of the board of Houston Physicians Hospital. He grew up in Angleton and graduated cum laude from Texas A&M. That's what they do, Ohio. When they mention Texas A&M, you hear the whoop. Okay, I didn't say it a second time. With a Bachelor of Science degree in biochemistry and attended medical school at UTMB, where he also did. I think you need a different sound. He also did his neurosurgery residency there and served for 2 years as an assistant professor of neurosurgery. During college, Representative Bonin spent 2 summers working as a counselor at Texas Lions Camp for handicapped children, which he credits with introducing him to both his profession as a doctor and his wife, Kim. I'm looking at you, Kim. Don't worry about it. He has continued to devote time to his church and different charitable organizations and has participated in numerous mission trips to Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Cuba, and the Philippines. Representative Bonin and his wife Kim live in Friendswood and have 2 daughters, Lindsay and Janae. Greg Bonin is a Friendswood legend. Thank you, sir. Appreciate everything. And next, Chief Stan Kozlowski. How about that picture? Had to have a place. Yeah. Had to have a desk to rest that arm with all that gold on it. Man. Stan Kozlowski moved to Friendswood in October 1992 and has since become a cornerstone of fire and emergency services in our region. Stan joined the Friendswood Volunteer Fire Department in 1993. His leadership includes promotion to captain in 1997, battalion chief in 2001, assistant chief in 2004, and fire chief in 2014. He served with the Port of Houston Authority Marine Fire Department from January 2001 until his retirement, May 2023, as a senior captain, holding a 100-ton Master of Vessel license. During his tenure, Stan received prestigious honors, including the U.S. Coast Guard Certificate of Merit Unit Award in 2003 and the Public Service Commendation for Heroic Action in 2006. He was also awarded 2 meritorious awards from the U.S. Coast Guard for his dedication and service. He's also served as a career firefighter with the Fort Bend Fire Department since 2000, which we call Station 3 here in Friendswood, but Fort Bend. 5. Thank you. Okay. We have 5 stations. Forest Bend is probably the oldest. Okay. That's Station 5. Okay. All right. As an educator and leader in fire training, Stan's been an instructor at College of the Mainland since 1997. He became the Fire Academy and Continuing Education Program Coordinator in 2004, where he has led curriculum development, instructor scheduling, and new program creation. In 2007, he was honored at the Texas State Fire Educator of the Year. Stan was elected in 2006 as the County Training Commissioner for Galveston County Firefighters Association, supporting 17 independent fire departments across the county. Stan holds 42 firefighter rescue professional certifications, 7 National Fire Academy Incident Command certifications, and 8 medical certifications, demonstrating his lifelong commitment to training, readiness, and service. We recognize Stan Kozlowski for his outstanding leadership, dedication to public safety, and decades of service to our community and beyond. Stan Kozlowski, you are a Friendswood legend. Thank you, Chief. And thank you. I appreciate it. Sorry, I went over a little bit, David.